Because we are doing it at the top of this crazy Ferris wheel at the Williamson County Fair. A famous one. This is the one that Elvis Presley actually rode on in
It happened at the World Fair.
Y'all, it's smooth, right?
It is smooth.
Except I still do the little belly flop right about here. I'm terrified of heights.
Hello, I'm Jeff Lyash, TVA President and CEO, and I want to give you a quick update on power use during this extremely cold weather and ask for your help. At TVA, we work in partnership with 153 local power companies across the region to provide you with reliable power. Our employees are working around the clock to keep everyone safe and warm during the bitterly cold weather we're experiencing. Our power system remains stable, with our generating plants operating as planned. However, we do anticipate the highest peak demand for electricity in TVA history early Wednesday morning. The window for this projected peak demand is from 6 a.m. until 10 a.m. Central Time Wednesday, and we could use your help during this critical time tomorrow morning. We ask, if it's safe to do so, that you conserve electricity specifically between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. Central Time on Wednesday morning. In the morning, hold off using large appliances such as ovens, dishwashers, and dryers. If you can, turn your thermostat down a degree or two. Thank you for taking these actions to help reduce stress on the power grid. As always, our focus is to keep you warm and safe and the electric grid operating at its best during this winter weather. Thank you in advance for your help.
Happy Waggin Tales Wednesday. Got some great stories for you. We're going to talk about a company that has Tennessee barn doors. It's the name of the company, actually. My friend Lance Droz works for that company and turned me on to it. And the more I learn about them, the more I love them. They're a local company making those very cool barn doors. And I didn't realize there were some tips to buying a new door for your home. And we've got that coming up. But we also have a Daily Yummy. We're going to make some mason jar ice cream. It's a real fun thing that you can do with your kids. Let's get started with those 5 tips to get our wonderful Tennessee barn doors.
Hey, Steve here, Tennessee Barn Doors. Talk about some of the top 5 things you want to think about when buying a door. First off, barn doors hang on 2 rollers. It's not a lot different to just hanging like a shower curtain. It just hangs there. Unlike doors that have hinges and a latch, door stop and frame helps contain the door. The barn door is just hanging. What's this mean? It means that that door has a possibility of warping. Ours don't. Let me show you what we do.
So what makes us confident our doors don't warp? It's the center of our frame material. This is rotated grains laminated together of wood. The rotated grains prevent warpage. On either surface, there's a full 3/16 of material, real wood, laminated, and that gives the beauty of the door, and yet this interior gives the good stability of the door. This is our groove that goes in the bottom of the door. We insert a plastic track, runs nice and quiet and smooth.
Item number 2, barn door. This is not a rustic barn door. We classify this in our modern series. It doesn't have to be a rustic door. It can be modern, could include glass, almost anything you want.
Here is a glass upper door with 8 panes, or a full glass door on a dentist office. This is a mirror door with circles, also metal inserts on the back of the door. And here is our simple rustic door.
Let's talk about measuring for a door. We're going to replace this laundry room door here, get a little space back, and make this entranceway a lot prettier. We always size the doors a little bit wider than the trim. Reason being is often trim is not completely level. As a result, if the door is not wider than the trim, the final look will not be that great. So this doorway is 42 inches outside of trim to outside of trim. We'll make the door 43, a little bit wider than the doorway. The height from the floor to the top of this trim is 101. So we'll make the door 102. The headspace above the doorway is a good 3 feet, not a problem at all for the hardware to fit in that area. The roll of this door will be to the right. There's about 5 feet of wall space there and nothing bothering it. The mirror and the table will have to move, but other than that, this should be a straightforward install. Tip number 4, hardware supplier. We've been using the same hardware supplier for 5 years because it works. It's quiet, rolls smooth, you can hear no noise at all. Key is the bearings inside of the wheels. Sure, we can buy a container from China and dump it on the internet like others. We won't do that. We stay with what's tested and true. So here's tip number 5. There is no track on the floor to trip over. There's a small groove in the bottom of the door. And if you look very closely, there's a little brown piece that keeps the door from moving out. Rolls nice and smooth and quiet, very quiet.
Anti-jumps are the last important part. They prevent the door from falling off. If someone was to lift up strongly on the handle, it could fall off, but not with these anti-jumps.
This holiday season, the largest lantern festival in the country returns to Nashville Zoo. Witness more than 1,000 handcrafted Chinese lanterns featuring brand new designs, including towering mythical beasts, a life-sized Santa's workshop, and a 100-foot-long dragon. Welcome back to Zoolumination at Nashville Zoo. Bigger, brighter, and better than ever.
Nothing like a great snowfall in Tennessee, and nothing like sledding with the family on the farm. Let's go, y'all. Yeah. All right, hold on, Ricky. Woo-hoo! So the recipe calls for 8 or 12 cups of fresh white snow. That's what it said. To the snow, we're supposed to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Now to this, we're going to add about 1/2 can of sweetened condensed milk. I had this in the refrigerator. Probably shouldn't have done that, it's pretty thick. Well, I mixed that for a solid 2 minutes. It's surprisingly really good. It's like almost like a dry ice cream that kind of melts in your mouth. That is so strange. That worked out real well.
Mid-South Exteriors.
Leave the bugs outside and bring the sunshine in. We build custom sunrooms that match your house perfectly. We also do siding and trim, gutters and downspouts, and our Energy Star replacement windows can qualify you for $500 from the TVA. We don't support a big fancy showroom, so we can come to you, sell direct to you for less. For the lowest prices from a name you can trust, call us or visit us at
MidSouthExteriors.com.
Well, here's the deal. Car stuck, and I haven't even gotten to the big part of the hill yet. That's right there, over that edge. I'm not making it today.
Me and Kimberly are sitting here watching the barn go up in flames. I guess it's true, that's what happens in the cold a lot of times. It's just sad. We had a lot of stuff in there and a lot of memories. It's all falling in now.
This is the most exciting moment in the life of a child, i.e. me. It's the morning after a fresh snowfall. Let's go check it out. First footsteps. I had to turn the lights back on the Christmas tree in my art room because it's so pretty. And the snow. I was wondering why there was a brick in my driveway, and then I realized it's ice.
Welcome to the Omni Nashville Hotel. Urban elegance with a vintage touch. Our 800-room hotel opened up in the fall of 2013 with 746 guest rooms and 54 suites.
If you're not looking for it, you'll miss it. Or if you're not listening for it. Only if you're on a mission to find a hardware store, or maybe grab a bite to eat at a farm-to-fork restaurant, or listen to some great music. What? All of that under one roof?
And I really had high hopes that it would become something more than just a sandwich shop. And in walked my partner, now Lee Miller. And he was, doing COVID and not being a chef at the moment, and he was coming in for handyman stuff, and I showed him my kitchen space, and I said, this could be a really great local food kitchen. And he was like, he kept coming back around and asking questions, and he ended up being the one. And so he brought in local burgers, grass-fed local burgers, and we try to use local lettuces from local farmers when we can for our beautiful salads and to dress the burgers with. And it just, he's run a restaurant before, so it was exactly what I needed, because I didn't want to be doing that all by myself.
Jolton Hardware Feed and Pharmacy, that's pharmacy with an F, is way more than a hardware store. Chris McCarthy Hauser and her husband purchased the store a few years ago.
And so we opened our hardware store longer hours, so you can get an air filter at up to 9 o'clock p.m. You can get your weed eater string or your 2-cycle engine oil, whatever you need. And you might be, when you walk through to get it, you might hear some of the best music going on in the city right now.
She had a desire to be a hub for farmers in Davidson and Cheatham counties in Middle Tennessee.
The hardware store was just, where people hung out anyway, naturally. And so by adding that kitchen, it just seemed to be a natural way for us to get farm food on the table.
For Chris and her husband, Jolton Hardware Feed and Pharmacy is all about a feeling. A place where shoes are optional, but a smile is required. A place to gather, get necessities, and get that connection that only music and a meal, when shared with others, can provide.
I learned how much local food can change a community, the health of someone, and also the health of an economy. So if you want to, do something that's good for the environment, the most revolutionary thing you can do is find local food and purchase it from a local farmer.
In Jolton, Tennessee, I'm Tammy Arender for RFD TV.
Please help me, will you? No. Just be there. 9, 10.
All right, 10 more.
No.
Okay, take a seat.
Where?
Right there.
Why is it hard at this level?
If the bar is higher, you can use your arms more to pull you up, because you like to cheat.
I know. Anything I can, I will. I'm a cheater. CHEETAH. Cheater.
You are certainly not one of those. If you were an animal, Peter, what would you be?
lawn.
Oh,
Stately lawn.
All right, that'll do you. Get out of my hair.
You haven't got any hair.
All right, we'll just leave then.
Snowpocalypse 2024. It is now here, folks, and it's still a little bit of snowflakes still coming down. But apparently round 2 is coming later on, so more on that here in a second. But for now, let's take a look at how much snow we got last night. 3 inches. Woo-wee! Now that's just here at my house out in Murfreesboro on the Lascasta side of town. So let us know in the comments how much you got and share a picture or video like we just did. But actually, all kidding aside, look at this. Isn't that beautiful though? Snow can be very pretty, however, extremely cold. Now, for part 2, if y'all didn't hear about this already, they're expecting another 4 to 6 inches today through tonight. So be careful out there, folks. And we're getting a ton of messages already on the Facebook pages, Instagram, and the website and everything from people that are out and about right now saying how slick the roads are. So if you don't have to go out, don't. Just stay home. If you do have to go out, please be careful because, I mean, as you know, the snow on top is what you see here, the fluffy stuff. Underneath, when it packs down, it gets real slick, and then it can freeze over. It just makes the roads really, really slick. So if you have to go out, please be careful. And yeah, like I said, let us know in the comments. Show a picture if you got them. Let us see how much snow you all got, and we'll give you all updates throughout the day. So y'all be careful out there. See you on the next one.
My baby likes it when the snow falls down. She peeks out the window and watches it as it hits the ground. Throws her hair back quick and wears her comfy clothes. Yeah, my baby likes it when it snows. My baby likes it when her world calls in. Says that's the only time alone we get to ever spend. Only happens every now and then. She likes when work calls in. I reached out and I touched her for a little while. She reached out, touched my hand. She can find the light in the darkest night, don't you know? My baby likes it when it snows. My baby likes it when there's ice on the road. Says that's the only time she knows everyone drives slow. Funny thing is she ain't got no place to go. She likes that ice on the road. I reached out, oh, and I touched her for a little while. Heart to heart, hand to hand. She can find the light in the darkest night, don't you know? And my baby likes it when it snows. My baby likes it when the snow falls down. She peeks out the window, watch it as it hits the ground. It's days like this you make the love and watch it as it goes. My baby likes it when it snows. It's days like these you make the love and watch it as it grows. And my baby likes it when it snows.
Hey everyone, it's Bart Barker with Wilson County Schools. Well, the district is making plans on what to do about Thursdays. So to help us out with this, I've asked local TV traffic reporter Chase Lanes to join us. Now, I saw some of his work a little bit earlier this week, and I really feel like he could help us out. So, hey, Chase, thank you so much for joining us. What are you seeing out there?
Hey Bart, my pleasure. Glad to join you guys. It's a real honor to do that. Okay, my friend, let me just right off the bat let you know that let's not do the thing where we think it's going to be safe enough for school buses by Thursday morning, because it's not, okay? Things are still very treacherous.
So you're saying that a closure for Thursday is most definitely needed?
Bart, that's exactly what I'm saying. In my last TV market, I worked in Madison, Wisconsin, which is where I'm from. Up there, these conditions, it's like taking candy from a baby. Child's play, no big deal at all. But you get down here and these southern drivers on these roads, and things get a little crazy on this type of surface, which is sometimes thawing, refreezing, and all those sorts of things. So just pandemonium.
So Chase, in your expert traffic reporter experience, final answer, what do you advise we do about Thursday?
Yeah, shut it down, Bart. Shut it down, certainly for Thursday morning. Definitely not worth it. For the love of Elsa, just shut it down. You know, the cold really doesn't bother me either, but true story, I actually moved down from Madison to try to get away from scenes like this, but evidently I didn't move far enough south, so some things to reconsider on my end.
Well, Chase, thank you so much. Your expert feedback is very much appreciated.
Hey, Bart, you're welcome. It's been an absolute pleasure.
So there you have it, Wilson County School. Chase, what?
On Wisconsin.
Where's he going?
Go Badgers!
He's gonna do it, isn't he?
Here we go, baby!
Yeah. He's going down the hill. Okay, Chase, be careful out there. Chase, can you hear me?
Yeah, baby. School's out.
Oh, I hope Chase is okay. Looks like he's all right. Well, folks, have a great day. Wilson County Schools closed on Thursday. More updates to come as we move on throughout the week. Stay safe and warm out there. I'm Bart Barker.